Sabir Bey. Truth don't play. Law, history, culture, hip hop. All with it is, all with it. Yo, we in the cipher, light sparking through the veil. Truth and motion, let the ancestors inhale. From the Moorish courts to the cosmic scrolls, he decoding lies that been hidden in goals. Sabir B, the name ring through the booth. He break down laws and lace you with the proof. From Dr. Woodson's text to the streets we roam, he bringing intellect right back to the throne. Oh, would it be Sabir B, building up minds, not breaking the youth. Yo, truth don't sway. Be building up minds, law, history, culture, hip hop every day. Mic check. This ain't no fairy tale spin. He bringing Moorish law right back to your skin. Mind sharp like a blade from Kemet's forge. Blueprint solid. He the truth's own source. Cameras rolling. The wisdom broadcast. Facts hit hard. Never water the mask. He bridging the gap between the block and the scroll. That's intellectual combat. Food for the soul. What would it be? From the matrix to the Moorish way. Let's elevate. What would it? Keep truth. Pure flame, this the real update. We ain't talking about no surface knowledge. We talking history, law, sovereignty. The real blueprint that unlocks the chain. Ancient vibes through the mic and translate. Each broadcast opening up the gate. Pan-African mind with that Moorish spark. Guiding lost tribes through the global dark. No cap, this that Griot code in motion. Truth tsunami, pure mind ocean. So tune in, lock in, set your mental straight. It's a big beat show. Yeah, the vibe too great. Oh, with it be the show. Rebuilding up minds, not breaking the youth. But yo, truth. Rebuilding up minds, law, history, culture, hip hop every day.
What up, what up, what up, what up? So I thought it was going to mess up, B. What's going on? I thought it was going to act up. What's popping, everybody? So let me say this real quick before we get into this. Shout out to my brother Hanif Shabazz in Philadelphia from All Them DVDs. He kind of inspired this conversation right here. Hanif inspired this, y'all. So do me a favor. What's up, Rays? What up, my brother? Philly in the building, no doubt. So, my brother Hanif and I was having a conversation on about robotics, and I guarantee you, bottom dollar, in the public school system in the United States, do not tell you anything about the father of robotics. Trust me. Hold up. They don't. So what I'm going to do is inspired by my brother Hanif. So thank you, brother Hanif. Just that little short conversation I had with my brother Hanif in Philadelphia, Hanif Shabazz. And also the brother that came on the feed early today. And if the brother is still around, he asked some hell of a questions earlier today about the Moors. So I want y'all to do me a favor. Send this out to my brother Kaba. And send this out to anybody else, anyone else that sit up here and want to have this silly debate or argument about the Moors. So do me a favor, share it out to them. I'm going to send it to Sadnetta too, so they can come on over to the cipher and let's have this conversation. Okay. So I don't know how many of y'all ever heard of Al-Jazari. Al-Jazari is the Muslim father of robotics. Share it out, because believe me, you ain't gonna get this nowhere else on no platform, and nor would you get it from any of these so-called black universities. So if I'm wrong, this is the time. Okay, this is the time. Don't get mad at me. Get mad at the teachers that don't teach you that. So please share this out. Again, shout out to my brother Hanif again, brother. Thank you for that conversation that I had with him. And always, every time I'm around my brother Hanif, he does that. He'll spark something in me. So if y'all around, if y'all want to share this video out, please share the video out. We're going to just do the warm up. You know, this is the edutainment show. And shout out to my brother Teray. Teray and I had a hell of a conversation. We was talking about education. And he said something on the lines of education. And I said, no, what we're getting in school, what your children are getting in school is called indoctrination. It is not education. It is called indoctrination, not education. Okay? Edu means to draw out what's in you. And you do that by people that you're around. So if y'all don't like the music I'm playing, please leave right now or gather your thoughts. Go to X, because we on X, and share this out on X. And let's have some fun. If y'all like this show, please smash the like button. But let's go. Let's go. Hold up. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. I told y'all nowhere else on social media you're going to get knowledge like this, baby. So let's pick it up. Let's go.
Get up. What we slowing down for? Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. We got a whole nation to restore. Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. We gotta really love each other more. Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. When you see my CD and
pick it up, y'all.
Get up. What we slowing down for? Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. We got a whole nation to restore. Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. We gotta really love each other more. Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. When you see my CD in the store, pick it up, pick it up, pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. It's the teacher, class is open, G. Let's get open on the concept of voting. We begin the discussion by viewing democracy. People power, a people rule philosophy. Democracy is a system of government where the whole population is the sum of it. Where the government can't move without its people. Where before the law, everybody's equal. But take a look at the police and how they treat you. Take a look at these corporations that cheat you. Democrats and Republicans are all see-through. Now we voting for the lesser of two evils. Man, don't let them deceive you. This is an autocracy, not a democracy. But to call us a democracy without my interest in the laws of society, that's called hypocrisy. Get up. What we slowing down for? Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. We got a whole nation to restore. Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. We gotta really love each other more. Pick it up, yeah, pick it up, pick it up, yeah, pick it up. When you see my CD in the store, pick it up, pick it up, pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. Democracy only happened one time in European history. Now keep this in mind. It was practiced in Athens overseas in 508 BC by Cleisthenes. Citizens would get together on a hillside and decide how and if they was gonna ride. But in 322 BC, here's what happened. Alexander of Macedon conquered Athens. And that was the end of democracy, where the people had a say in their society. Today, we gotta get...
I'm just trying to warm up for everybody to share the videos out. Let's go. I'm playing music so we can get these people in, P.
Knowledge and learn about the function of the electron conquered Athens. And that was the end of democracy, where the people had a say in their society. Today, we gotta get more knowledge and learn about the function of the electoral college. It doesn't matter who you vote for today, the electoral college has the last say. But that's another day. Here's what I came to say. Rise up! Get up! What we slowing down for? Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. We got a whole nation to restore. Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. We gotta really love each other more. Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. When you see my CD in the store, pick it up, pick it up, pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. In corporate sponsored elections, who's winning? This the wrong direction from the beginning. Every candidate got scandal, they all sinning, trying to convince you, telling you what they've been in. But the real issues, they get avoided, while our children still getting exploited. They call me Blastmaster Chris, edutainment. That's what my tactic is. Some criticize Chris, some laugh at Chris, but you can't say Chris is not an activist. Social justice, I got a passion for this, cause equal rights, we still asking for this. So when I do my tour, it's not just rapping for Chris. I'm giving you more than gun packing with this. I'm opening doors, you should be asking about this. You listening to them whores and them capitalists. Their game is tight, got you trapped into this. It won't be long before the ring you have to like kiss. That's why I'm an activist. I help people not to get trapped in this. The temptation, you getting wrapped into this. So get up, stop sitting like a pencil justice. I got a passion for this. Cause equal rights, we still asking for this. So when I do my tour, it's not just rapping for Chris. I'm giving you more than gun packing with this. I'm opening doors, you should be asking about this. You listening to the whores and them capitalists. Their game is tight, got you trapped into this. It won't be long before the ring you have to like kiss. That's why I'm an activist. I help people not to get trapped in this. The temptation, you getting wrapped into this. So get up, stop sitting like a pacifist. Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up, pick it up, pick it up.
Yo, Mac,
pick it up, baby. So listen, we're gonna have some fun. So again, shout out to my brother Hanif, because this show was actually inspired by him. So I did 3 hours early today, and y'all noticed none of these cats came at me? Maybe not enough of y'all sharing the videos out, because this is a new channel, so y'all should share this channel out to everybody. Okay, so I'm gonna see how long we're gonna roll out this evening. I went 3 hours, and shout out to the brother that called in at the end of the show. And if he's watching, I hope he can come back on the feed with me, because he asked a question about the Moors. So we're gonna have some fun. So I'm gonna show him this. This is what I wanted to show the brothers, and anybody that want to try to debunk it, the floor is yours to debunk it. Okay, so don't think the Moors is something new. Black is a modern day term. Black is modern. So Moors is way before anything about Islam. So do your research, fact check everything. I know y'all like to use AI. Okay, so we're going to have some fun. So I know, and I'm going to get into the school system, and I'm going to show y'all a couple of things before we get started with some facts. Okay, and maybe this will coincide to what is going to happen this evening. So give me 1 second. 3 hours with nobody try to debunk me. They sit back and try to make a video later on instead of confronting Sabir face to face, baby. It's all love. Come to me face to face and do it. So I'm going to share something with y'all. So give me 1 second. I'm still texting things out, y'all. So bear with me. All right. And a lot of y'all are totally guilty. So please stop saying the Moors is a European term. And I hope y'all send this to Kaba too. But stop saying it's a white man's term. European. Black is an Anglo-Saxon term. It's an Anglo-Saxon term. So I'm going to do something real quick. I'm going to pull some things up and show y'all something before we get into this. Let me help y'all out. And maybe this will make a lot of sense. I told you, man, pick any subject. I can flow with it. For my black people that's in these black universities, this is Howard University. The founder of Howard University is a European. His name is General Oliver Howard. So please share this out to them and let's have this conversation if y'all not afraid. 1866 was founded in 1866. So just bear with me. It was a missionary school. That's what Howard was founded on. It was called the Institute to Train Free Blacks to be Preachers and Teachers. Only way you want to debunk it is you go research it. Go get Dr. Greg Carr. So the university, Howard, was called the Institute to Train Free Blacks to be Preachers and Teachers. Pick it up, baby. You got it? Oh, you want to see something closer than that? Just bear with me. Find me a HBCU, a real one that's going to teach truth. Anybody went to one of these universities, y'all can jump into the cipher too. Don't be afraid. This is in the book. That's Howard, General Oliver Howard, the founder of Howard University. And he's the head of the Freedmen's Bureau. Hold up. Y'all don't get it yet? Is it making sense? Okay. So what that got to do with it, Sabir, to cost the tea in China, brother? Because we're black people, brother. So he's also the head of the Freedmen's Bureau. What is the Freedmen's Bureau? Oh, you worked at Howard? Come on the feed for a minute. I worked at Howard U Hospital, and no one taught the. Oh, come on the feed with me, family. Let me tell you something. I went down to Howard University. I went down there quite a few times. You ain't gonna find no books on Carter G. Woodson inside that mug, bro. Hold up. Let me tell you something. And maybe I'm wrong. No, brother, maybe they don't know, Sabir. Have you ever seen this book on Carter G. Woodson? Has anybody ever seen this book on Carter G. Woodson? Have you ever saw this book on Carter G. Woodson? Now, I'm going to tell you the only book I saw when I was down there. I got a lot of books on Carter G. Woodson. That's the only book. That's the only book I saw on Carter G. Woodson. Straight up. Right? When I'm always in DC. When I was in DC, I said, wow. Damn. They ain't got nothing on Carter G. Woodson like that in Howard University. Somebody go send this over to Dr. Greg Carr. He likes those terms, right? Doctors. Somebody send it to Dr. Greg Carr. I'm gonna show you. We got to do something, y'all. So come on, y'all. Let's go. Correct me if I'm wrong. Pick it up. Let's go. We got to do some hip hop in here, baby. I got to go grab a book, so I don't have no co-host. That's Carter G. Woodson. That's Carter G. Woodson. Pick it up, y'all. Let's go. That's okay. Sabir Bey said it. Don't worry about it. Somebody told me earlier today I can be getting $100,000 as a professor. What y'all think?
Get up, what we slowing down for? Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. We got a whole nation to restore. Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. We gotta really love each other more. Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. When you see my CD in the store, pick it up, pick it up, pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. It's the teacher, class is open, G. Let's get open on the concept of voting. We begin the discussion about viewing democracy. People power, a people rule philosophy. Democracy is a system of government where the whole population is the.
I'm going to help everybody out. So bear with me. Come to my YouTube channel, family. It's Sabir Bey before 1492. I'm going to put it up here. Sabir Bey. Subscribe to the channel. It's a new channel. Give me 1 second. Before 1492. Go to the YouTube. I'm going to put it in here. Go look for Sabir Bey before 1492. Right there. And then click the link that I will put on there.
Some of it, where the government can't move without its people, where before the law everybody's equal. But take a look at the police and how they treat you. Take a look at these corporations that cheat you. Democrats and Republicans are all move without its people, where before the law everybody's equal. But take a look at the police and how they treat you. Take a look at these corporations that cheat you. Democrats and Republicans are all see through. Now we voting for the lesser of two evils. Man, don't let them deceive you. This is an autocracy, not a democracy. But to call us a democracy without my interest in the laws of society, that's called hypocrisy. Get up, what we slowing down for? Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. We got a whole nation to restore. Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. We gotta really love each other more. Pick it up, yeah, pick it up, pick it up, yeah, pick it up. When you see my CD in the store, pick it up, come on. Pick it
That's the link.
Democracy only happened one time in European history. Now keep this in mind. It was practiced in Athens overseas in 508 BC by Cleisthenes. Citizens would get together on a hillside and decide how and if they was gonna ride. But in 322 BC, here's what happened. Alexander of Macedon conquered Athens, and that was the end of democracy, where the people had a say in their society. Today, we gotta get more knowledge and learn about the function of the electoral college. It doesn't matter who you vote for today, the electoral college has the last say. But that's another day. Here's what I came to say. Rise up! Get up! What we slowing down for? Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. We got a whole nation to restore. Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. We gotta really love each other more. Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. When you see my CD in the store, pick it up, pick it up, pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. In corporate sponsored elections, who's winning? This the wrong direction from the beginning. Every candidate got scandal, they all sinning, trying to convince you, telling you what they've been in. But the real issues, they get avoided, while our children still getting exploited. They call me Blast Master Chris, edutainment. That's what my tactic is. Some criticize Chris, some laugh at Chris, but you can't
never say
Chris
Sabir
is not an activist. Social justice, I got a passion for this, cause equal rights, we still asking for this. So when I do my tour, it's not just rapping for Chris. I'm giving you more than gun packing with this. I'm opening doors, you should be asking about this. You listening to them whores and them capitalists. Their game is tight, got you trapped into this. It won't be long before the ring you have to like kiss. That's why I'm an activist. I help people not to get trapped in this. The temptation, you getting wrapped into this. So get up, stop sitting like a pacifist. Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. Yo.
Let me tell you something about my brother Hanif. Shout out again, my brother Hanif. We was having a discussion about, we was talking about once a criminal is not a crime problem, but to remain the criminal is the crime. So whatever you did in the past, you did in the past. We was talking about, then I got on the phone with my brother. I was talking to Hanif and I was talking to my brother Teray about W.E.B. Du Bois, right? And we was talking about him and Garvey and what were they going through. And I said, well, a lot of us is going through the same thing. We're going through the same exact thing. The crazy part of you found me, homie.
What's going on, brother? Peace.
Oh, you found it.
Doing all right, doing all right.
I was killing time just to get you on the cipher, bro. But
I appreciate you. I had to download the Google whatever, try to give
me. Google terminated my whole other channel, bro. So don't worry about Google. You know, the funny thing is we are the Google. And KRS-One has a song that said, what would you do without technology? Could you weave? Could you do like what could you do without technology? So hey, they do what they do, bro.
Yeah, but, we should be able to do a lot, but we'll see how that go in the future.
But the mind is more powerful, but that's why they have to attack the mind. Carter G. Woodson said in his book, In the Miseducation of the Negro, where's my book at? Carter G. Woodson said, when you can control a man's thinking, you do not have to worry about his actions. When you can control a man's thinking, you do not have to worry about his actions. Oh, you got to read that one. And then you got to read the Education of the Negro. But read this one first before you read the other one. And then you will understand the black folks today. But I was on the phone with my brother Hanif Shabazz in Philadelphia. He has these, he's like an archives brother, archives like up, bro. And him and I was calling different brothers from Underground Bookstore, my brother Teray, and we was talking about W.E.B. Du Bois, right? Okay. And Marcus Garvey. And we was talking about the history. And I said, have y'all ever read W.E.B. Du Bois' book? Have y'all ever read this book right here? Oh, you gotta read this book, bro. So he speaks about the Moors also in here. Right? Okay. So I'll hold it up here. They sing the blues, nigga, when my arm fall off.
No, I got you. The world got you.
So let me tell you something. What state you in? Because you can get it from my brother's bookstore, Yoel, an Underground Bookstore.
I'm in Maryland. I'm an hour away from the city.
Oh, you in Maryland?
Yeah.
You live in Maryland, bro. I'm from Philly, but I live in LA, but I don't know how. I used to ride to Maryland, try to figure out how the hell do y'all live down this month.
You know, when you grow up here,
I know.
you know.
It is my son was born in Philly, but he lived in Maryland. So yeah.
Okay. I'm 8 minutes. I'm 8 minutes from Chambersburg. I'm right here in the battlefield, the Negro.
Oh wow. This is another one, but you can actually go online and look up the underground bookstore. My brother Yoel has a bookstore. He can mail them to you.
Okay, copy that. Underground books.
Let me give you my brother Yoel's number real quick. I'm gonna put it in the text. Give me 1 second. I'll give you his store number. I don't know which one it is. I don't even know which one it is, brother, but bear with me. I don't know which one he wants to give. Let me see which one he wants me to give out. Give me 1 second. Because I forgot the store number. Give me 1 second. I'm trying to find the store number. I don't know if this is the number. Hold on, I think that's the cell phone number. Give me 1 second. I gotta figure it out.
Oh,
yeah. His he has all the books, bro. I'll give you this number. Hell with it. I'll type his number in the chat. Because he ain't picking up the phone.
Thank you for calling Underground Bookstore, located at 1727 East 87th Street in Chicago, 1 block and a half east of Stony Island Avenue between East End and Cougar. We open from 11 a.m. to 7 p.m. Monday through Saturday. At the sound of the beat, leave your name and your message, and I'll get back to you.
I'll put his number in the chat box for y'all so you can actually... Give me 1 second. That's the wrong one. He gonna probably call me. So,
what's up?
Huh?
I said he gonna be like, "What's up, brother?"
No, he gonna call me like, cause I text him the show. So here's the number right here. This is his. I don't know. I think that's his cell phone number, or whatever. But call that number and reach out to him. He has every book, and he literally just. We was talking earlier about doing something in Chicago. He was like, yo, he wants to do something on civics, right? And I said, yo, well, I've been telling you that, bro. I said, let's set it up. Like when I tell you, brother, walking into his bookstore or in his house, period, it's like being in a library, bro. I'm gonna be a buck with you. It's like walking into a library, right?
Is it books all over the floor? Everywhere.
Bro, listen, I just had to get another shelf for my books, like real rap. And this is not even all my books. I had to get another shelf.
Okay.
Let me show you something. This is crazy, right? So this ain't all the books I have. So I'm just going to show you something. That's not even all of them. These are two different new shelves. All the history of the Moors here on the top, down here, and there's another shelf down here too. There's one more shelf down at the bottom. And
this one, I come home from work and had a long day and say, screw everybody. I would grab something.
Yeah.
But I had all of them. I just grab something, sit in the corner and go about my business.
But this is the weird part. If you work in 9 to 5, you really won't be able to really, honestly, bro, because this is the job. You won't be able to deal with this because I do it 24/7. Like I literally have to close the book, come back, leave it, come back and say, damn, the way they have it set up, brother, that you're so busy that by the time you get home from work, you're done, you're tired. But it's set up that way. But this book right here, I paid $300 from him.
Damn.
He wouldn't even let me give him $200. This book, you can't, like somebody said they sold one that half the pages is out of it. It's like cheaper, but it's half the pages. This book is $1,000 online. Carter G. Woodson. So in his book, right? You forgot about that farm. What the farm animal? What farm animal? Hold on. Let me show you something. This right here. I don't know what they mean, but you got to come on the feed, family. I can't, trying to figure out. So this is him, right? This is what's inside the book, bro. And when I went down to Harvard University, you said you worked at Howard?
At Howard, yeah. I was in the hospital on the 4th floor of the trauma unit.
You was on the 4th floor?
Yeah, brother man style. Yeah, trauma unit.
You know I had him on my show too. He's a thorough brother. He's Muslim.
For real, inshallah.
Yeah, he's Muslim. Yo, it's so funny. Like I used to talk to him. He's a Muslim, bro.
Okay, you but like, on that.
Yeah, he cool dude, man. I had him on my radio show when I was out here in LA. So this right here, right? This is in Howard, and it talks about Howard. I went to Howard on purpose, brother, to see. You don't hear Dr. Greg Carr. He teaches Pan-African Studies over at Howard University. But when I went to Howard, and if you look it up online, bro, Howard University was called the Institute to Train Free Blacks to be preachers and teachers.
And see, I'm not gonna hold you. When I was watching your video, your discourse, the last time I was on and you spoke on that, I'm just sitting here like, what? And I'm like, what? I'm like, dog, I'm up Georgia Avenue all the time. And this one I was like down and I'm working in the hospital, like I'm in the city. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
There ain't nobody talking about that, about anything of the history and who we are, and none of that. So, you know.
Have you ever walked through Howard University? Have you ever walked really through there?
Do you not see all the way through? No.
No, I'm just saying, have you ever, just think about it. Like if you walk through it, right? What did it look like? What do it look like? Just think about it.
Look like a castle.
It looked like a freaking, like you, I was like, nigga, this look like a plantation, nigga.
Oh, well, that too. Yeah, I see castle, but if you see the McDonald's right there.
Oh yeah, I forgot the McDeath. Yeah, that's McDeath. You tell me
what, that little spot right there do look like a little damn plantation though.
It do.
With the flats.
Dude, it's insane, right? So when I went, because every time I'm in DC, I actually walk through the campus and talk to the students.
Okay.
I went to Harvard University, right? And now I got to go do it again because Google terminated my channel, my YouTube channel. So now I got to go back to Harvard just to do another live. But you know, I look at things, brother, and say it's a gift and a curse. That's how I look at everything, right? You know, maybe my channel had to be terminated. I didn't say anything. I don't say, they said I went against community guidelines. You know how you have to hit them up. I was like, well, whose community are you talking about? Like,
right.
They said, I said, last time I checked, community means something in common. So mind you, I'm typing this to them, right? What do we got in common? That's what I was asking. Yeah. Like, what did I say? I'm a journalist, like real rap, right? So I got to do all of this stuff over again. I said, everything is a gift and a curse. Maybe they had to get rid of it, you know, because I'm from the era of like, we just pop up at election, nigga, and the debates get down. Like this thing right here, like my sister Tiffany tell y'all, when we had debates in Philly, bro, at the Pearl of Africa, I was the last man standing back in early 2000s. Like it was crazy. Like I used to be the last man out of 20 people. And we would go, and she would tell you, I would go grab books off the shelf right inside Shades of Africa. I mean, not Shades of Africa, the Pearl of Africa on South Street. I would pull the book off the shelf and back up what I'm talking about. And this is what I was talking about, Yoel at the underground bookstore. He wants to have civics classes in there. And I said, well, Yoel, you know, if I get a sponsor, I come that way. I stay there for like a week. You know, we could do something every day. But he said it's like it's hard to try to get our people together to do that. You have a spot down there in Maryland, bro. It's a vegan spot. Everlasting Life, or maybe you're saying it wrong. Everlasting Life or whatever. I may be saying
PG, is in PG somewhere.
It's somewhere, I don't know, but I know it's down there where you at. But there are places that's down there. I stayed in DC for a while. That's why every time I would be in DC, I go to Carter G. Woodson's monument and I sit there and do a video. It was raining one time, and I went to Carter G. Woodson's monument. Listen,
all through the city.
Yeah, I told people this. I said, I'll come down and have a bunch of people sitting around Carter G. Woodson's monument and do a lecture right there. You know how Charlie Kirk, whatever his name is, was going out and he was sitting. I'll do a lecture right at front of Carter G. Woodson's monument if I had a sponsor behind me.
And why not? We might as well go to the the strip straight from the White House where they had the 420 events. We might as well set it up there.
They had 420 events out there.
Oh yeah.
Hey, I got a song.
Right around the obelisk too. 420 go on, they'd be all piled around the obelisk and stuff.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. Hold on. I got something for you. I'm gonna tell you why. Watch this. They like that part. They love for black people to get high. Hold up. I'm gonna show you something. I got a song for everything, bro.
Music is the way.
You gotta tell you. Hold up. Watch this. It's a song for everything. You ready? Watch this. Let's go. You like me, nigga. This is it.
As long as I'm dancing, acting or rapping, walking around like I don't know what's happening.
You like me.
You like me. If I'm talking about drinking and nothing about thinking, as long as I'm high and I never ask why.
You like me.
You like me.
They like you, baby. Let's go.
Program.
And I start with the state of the economy. Black leadership, black gods, and black sovereignty. That's when you can't seem to follow me. Confusion, you feel like you're losing. I'm no longer amusing. This song's about choosing while you cruising. Either black entertainment or the black revolution. People love to see a young black man rap until he wakes up and realizes he's caught in the trap. So as long as I'm dancing, acting or rapping, walking around like I don't know what's happening.
Hey, real rap though.
I'm talking about drinking and nothing about thinking. As long as I'm high and I never ask why. You like me, you like me.
This is real, brother.
But the minute I get in it about the way these rappers spit it, the minute I start spitting that truth, it comes so critic. I freestyle off the top like I'm wearing my Philly fitted. But they not really checking for skills, they want the gimmick. Many of the challenges we face, we can solve them. But there's no trust, no unity, and that's the problem.
Yeah.
Black people fighting amongst themselves, that's the problem. White people fighting amongst themselves, that's the problem. U.S. foreign policy is simply just bomb them. Rebels against their own government, the U.S. arms them. Then when things get out of hand, yeah, they try to calm them. More money, more diplomacy, just charm them. If that doesn't work, then they move to Osama. Turn them into a terrorist so they can disarm them. Through the corporate media, we don't stand a chance, but too many people want us to just stand and dance. So as long as I'm dancing, acting or rapping, walking around like I don't know what's happening,
you like me. Shit's crazy.
If I'm talking about drinking and not about thinking, as long as I'm high and I never ask why. You like me, you like me.
That's crazy.
You like me, you like me, you like me. You like me, you like me, you like me.
Oh, they like you when you high, bro. Because that's how you can control a person when they high. Niggas swear they in control of everything. You're not.
Once you can, yeah, man. Whenever you can get somebody overstimulated and activate the subconscious fully more than their conscious, you can start to program them.
But that's what Carter G.
Or they can be programmed.
That's what Carter G. Woodson was talking about. But this is the thing that people don't understand, bro. Listen. I studied the motor vehicle law of Pennsylvania 75, New Jersey 39. I got California too. You know what it says inside the motor vehicle law? It says you can't drive under any kind of controlled substance. Think about this. Under any kind of controlled substance. That's marijuana too, y'all, for the record. So it can be legal, but you can't drive. That's like trying to drive while you drinking, right? So in California, brother, it's $10,000 out here.
God.
You didn't know that? Think about this.
I was just in LA, dog. Nah, you know.
Dude, listen, let me tell you something. See, y'all don't live out here. I'm trying to tell you how the game is, bro. If you got caught, even if you're not from out here, let me tell you what they was doing to people when they was coming out here. And I'm going to get into all of this, right? They used to have the what is it? Something they had out there, some type of the awards, whatever. And I remember being in downtown LA, and I got off and I was at the Staples Center. That's downtown LA. And I remember cops were waiting for all y'all to come in the city, bro. Yo, let me tell you what they would do to you. Number one, you get locked up on the weekend, you ain't gonna see nobody till Monday. So imagine if you have a car, right? So, and I'm joking with the cops there, and I'm telling them, they said, and I said, wait a minute, it's a $10,000 if you get caught with any kind of alcohol or drugs, right? It's all entrapment. It's an entrapment, right? So they give you the alcohol at the Spectrums, right? And all the shows, right? And then you're going to jump in the car and they got to check.
Oh, facts.
2 blocks down. But you never read the motor vehicle law book. I can pull it out the closet. So it's a $10,000 fine, right? So imagine you're not even from here. You come to LA and you get caught. Think about it.
Trick bag for a money trap.
It's not. This is the thing. This is why Karis once said, I'll teach you like me. I'm going to teach you not to get caught in the trap. That's the key. So it's a $10,000 fine, right? And I'll be trying to figure out how do niggas be getting $10,000 to get, like, I'll be trying to figure that's a lot of money, nigga, to get out of jail. Like, think about it. So if you think I'm lying, go look it up online and you'll find out for yourself, right? So in many places, they have these things called checkpoints, right? Mm-hmm. A lot of checkpoints. Mm-hmm. So they're going to check and then they'll stop you and ask you questions. Like people say, well, marijuana is licensed. Marijuana is legal, right? Alcohol is legal too.
Yeah.
Right? Until they figured out how they can make money off of it. So this is my boy, you know, he's a police officer, right? He was telling me a story one time, and he was talking about how police officers, like some of them smoke weed, a lot of them smoke weed, right?
Of course they do.
But they're exempt because if you have a medical marijuana license, you follow me?
Hold say it again. If you got the car, you can work.
Medical marijuana license, you can't get a gun.
Right.
Think about it for a second.
Yeah.
Can a person that's not capable or mentally messed up, because that's what you take, you tell them that you have a problem, right? You have a mental problem, something, or you follow me?
Or a chronic illness.
You can't get it because it's going to fall. What it's going to do is going to mess with your mental, right? So you can't have that. You follow me? So they're exempt from it. You are the one that can't get it. So we jumping to go get a medical marijuana license
and forfeit our gun rights.
There you go. Because it's not a right. See, this is the key that people don't understand. I have a book called The Second Amendment. It's not a right, brother. It's a privilege. The license is a privilege because this is what people don't understand. Concealed and carry, open carry, concealed.
Right.
Difference. I was in Texas, man. I was in gas stations. I said, these niggas really got guns on their hip. Real rap in Texas. Why?
It's open carry.
There you go. So when you conceal it, that's when you need the license, bro.
Absolutely. I've been more privy, understanding the duality and these jagged edge blaze on these words that's going on. Yes. I got my 6th edition Black Law Dictionary book somewhere and a couple of good things. Right?
The Second Amendment.
Yes, sir.
So let me tell you what Hitler said. Hitler said it will be foolish. The most foolish, this is what Hitler said, the most foolish mistake we can possibly make would allow the subjected people to carry arms, right? He said, history has showed that the conquerors who have allowed their subjected people, that's be y'all, to carry arms prepare for their fall. I didn't write that. That's what Hitler said. That was he said right there. And it's going on right now, bro. That don't mean that it's physical guns, brother. It could be a book. It could be knowledge. It could be whatever. This is what they were talking about. So it will be foolish to allow any subjected people. When you go read the Constitution, it says all persons born is subject to the jurisdiction thereof. You're not part of we, black man, black woman. And this is the type of conversation people do not want to have, bro.
But they need to have it. And you know what I say every day? Each one teach one to each one reach one. And it does not matter, because if I stop, then I'm the problem.
And that's how I feel. But honestly, brother, it'll burn you out. Seriously, it will literally burn you out when the support is not there. And it will literally burn you out. But I have not stopped. And if you pay attention, when people are doing these things like Polites and the Umar, you see what's going on, right? And you see what these cats have. Look where they at. Look at Pharaoh, that drove him crazy. Look at Polite in jail. Pay attention to all of these dudes, right? When you allow the finances or the money, which is not really money, to control you, because they never had it before.
And self-sabotage in the end of the day.
There you go. And this is what is happening, brother. So when a person, and my brother Teray was saying this about he was talking about something on the lines of not having things, right? And how it's there for a reason. Like it's a sacrifice, brother, that you got to go through. This is a sacrifice. I've been doing this longer than Umar, Polites, Young Pharaohs, you name them, all of them, all of them. But I always kept it 100 with people. I never wanted to take advantage of people. I was like, nah, bro, I can't do that. I got to keep teaching. So I have elders like my brother Hanif, you know, or my brother Yoel. I have brothers that I can get on the phone with, I can sit and talk with, and we bust it up about, okay, this is what, you know, this, you know, let's do it this way. But I had a conversation with my brother Hanif, and he was talking about robotics. We don't even know who is the father of robotics, hydraulics. We don't know that. Who was you taught in school was the father of robotics and hydraulics?
Hydraulics? I can't even remember if they taught me that. I'm thinking
Really?
something to go with what the cars and the industry companies back then. Robotics, I would think the Asians and Japanese started that.
No, I'm gonna help you out, brother. I'm gonna give you a name. And this is the beautiful thing when you travel. And this is what you're not going to get inside Howard University or Spelman. It was a Muslim. It was a Muslim, brother. And I have his book called The Book of Knowledge too. This is him right here.
Alhamdulillah, that's crazy.
I was in Turkey. I stayed in Turkey. I brought New Year's in Turkey.
That's peace.
This is him right here.
Was a 12th century Muslim polymath and mechanical engineer from Turkey, widely regarded as the father of robotics. Wow. For creating the earliest programmable automata. He designed advanced self-operating machines, including humanoid robots, musical automata, and water-raising devices, most notably described in his 1206 masterpiece, The Book of Knowledge of Ingenious Mechanical Devices.
And I have that book. Now I'm going to show you something. Give me 1 minute. I'm going to show you something. When people don't understand,
wow, 1200 robotics.
I'm going to show you something. Here you go, right here. I'm going to show you when I was there. So people don't understand and know that they want to have this conversation with me. Give me 1 second. I'm going to pull it up. So I'm going to just put it up here this way. Give me 1 second. This is Turkey, bro. So when I was in Turkey, I saw all these wonderful things, brother. That's Turkey. I can tell you about this is me walking across the bridge. That's the Blue Mosque right there.
Islam.
That's the Blue Mosque. That's me. I forgot that square I was in. I was walking through with my fez on. Boy, you should have seen. And the bays are all up in there. All bays. That's me, 2020. You see what it's actually, this is 2020, getting ready to go into 2021.
Oh, yeah, that's fire.
Right? And they were Christians there too, celebrating Christmas. Funny, right? Hold up. So when I was over there, right, I'm digging up these people. That's inside the Hagia Sophia. They actually just turned that into a mosque again, but it was a cathedral.
Okay.
So you see me holding the Ottoman flag and the Turkish flag. The blue one is the Ottoman flag. The gray, the Turkish flag. The season that we in, right? Not now, but the season called autumn. It's the fall of the Ottoman Turks. I put flags when I was over there. Again, that's the mosque, the Blue Mosque.
Oh my God!
Right. So when you over there, I stayed over there for a while, bro. Think of the Hagia Sophia right there. That's the Hagia Sophia. That's the on the outside where I just showed you.
All right, closer. Man, I think the original Walt Disney.
Where do you think they got it from?
I believe it. Listen, I see them.
Study it, dude. You want to see something? You want to see something else that they got? Walt Disney did.
You know, I'm always down to learn.
I'm gonna show you something. What these cats have done. There's nothing original that these cats have done. You know what? Disneyland is his own land, right? You know that, right? It's own city.
You said it's all a city?
Yeah, Walt Disney. It's a city. You didn't know that? It's not too far from me.
Oh, you
out here.
I believe it, because when I walk around, I took my wife to the Hollywood joint, and she was like, "They really shot Friends here and the Mask here and stuff." I was like, "Yeah, like a regular neighborhood, you see it, right?" There's a whole block across the street. He said Walt Disney, the whole city though. That's crazy.
Stevie Wonder has a song called "The Land of La La," L.A. L.A. He has a song called "The Land of La La," but I'm going to show you something that Disneyland, what they have done, took your stuff, and this a whole, like I said, they steal everything from you, even the scene with Michael Jackson. You know that what's that? The little boy that's sitting on top of the crescent. What is that? I forgot the company.
Oh, the Paramount.
It's not Paramount.
Not Paramount. With the boy on the moon on the crescent, you said,
Yeah.
with the fish fry, right?
Michael Jackson. That's Michael Jackson. He started that. They got it from him. People don't even know the history. Michael did that. That's Michael's.
Nuts.
That's why the little boy is on there. You know who told me that story? My great brother, rest in peace, James Ingram. James Ingram Bay. James Ingram was a Bay.
Okay. Peace to the bro.
I'm going to show you. See that right there? That's in Tunis. You see what I got on?
Oh,
that's what they wore in Star Wars.
Huh.
So in Disneyland,
sure did.
This is the original one right here. In Disneyland, they have the fake one for $100. This one wasn't even $100. This is the original. Smell good. This is the original one that you saw me wearing.
They're gonna have to have me get one. You know,
I bought it in Tunis.
That would look good with my jalopy. I had to give me one.
I might sell this one though, tell you the truth. But what Disneyland did is they made a fake one and charged people $100 for it. And I told them about it. I said, come on, bro. Listen, bro, it's nothing that this European brought. Everything was from us. Everything. The education system. Do you know, brother, even down to the educational system of wearing a cap and gown is Islam? Did y'all know that?
I knew that. I've traveled back to the 1490, 1491, 1492, understand? Yeah.
These people knew.
Yeah.
They
took everything. Even the KKK outfits.
I the one brought that out to everybody. I told people about it. I told everybody. I the one bought it. I was over there in Spain.
My God.
I did a book on this. I did a whole book on it. I'm the one that brought it before Ye started wearing that. It was me that actually talked about it because I was over there.
Okay. That's peace. See, I had seen a brother talking about Pete. I didn't mean to cut you off. I seen the brother talking about it on the reel, and I was shaking my head, losing my mind. Then I started getting into your discourses, and you was going in. Yeah, you was going in. I said, "Oh,
here it is. That's my book I just did.
That's fine. Oh, okay, this was it here.
I just did a book on it. Yes, it's a whole book I did on this.
Them Sufis is something, ain't they?
I said, man, look at that. And you know, in the room I'm sitting in there at a lecture with KRS-One. KRS-One didn't even know that was me. I'm at a lecture. And it's just 45 pages if anybody wants to get it. So it's a story behind that. Right? So that's KRS-One and I. He didn't even know that was me underneath of there. That was last year.
Just jamming out with you. I'm gonna catch this time.
He didn't know it till I took it off. He said, Sabir. He said, yo, bro, come on, man. but every Mexican person in that room knew. That was in downtown LA on Black History Month. I was sweating like my balls off. I ain't even gonna front.
Oh, you said them in LA knew?
Yes. If you Spanish, you know about it.
For sure. For sure.
So people don't understand that this has nothing to do with them. A lot of the stuff that I've been like when I was traveling to these countries and finding this information and bringing it back to people, they were like, yo. So it's things like this. This is why I'm gonna get into this robotics, but I want y'all to see why they don't teach this in school. Now, this is in Cordoba, Spain. That's me in Cordoba. You see, his name is Ibn Fernas. The first Moor, he was the first Moor to fly. And this is the area. You wouldn't find it if you went to Cordoba. So let me show you the book I bought. In this book, it actually tells you in the book that he was a Moor. And they made a Rolls Royce named after him also. This is prehistory of flight. Abbas ibn Fernas, by the learn more, Abbas ibn Fernas in 875, but they tell you about the Wright brothers. But they're I bought this book for $50 for one page. But then
just for that one page.
Yes, just for that one page. Just for one page. That's how I am, because I take stuff with me when I'm traveling. So this is when I was in Cordoba.
Is that how you're supposed to pronounce it? I'd definitely be saying Cordoba.
Cordoba. People say Cordoba. I mean, it depends because they'll say Cordoba.
Okay.
So that's his monument. This is the area where he jumped off at. We're not being taught about it. We're being taught about the Wright brothers. I told you I've been over there all day long. I've been to Spain so many times, brother. It's a history lesson. This is why when you go to these countries, you start talking to these people. That's in Seville.
Look at that order right there.
That's in the cathedral in Seville. So it has nothing to do with the Klan. The Klan only scared you with your own stuff. This is why none of this stuff being taught in school, bro. They can't teach you this in school.
Hell no, or the whole thing will crash.
Exactly.
So all of it will crash.
But let me show you who he is. Give me 1 second. Let's pull up Al-Jazari. Give me 1 minute. I'm going to pull him up, and I'm going to play this video. And I'm going to go back. Give me 1 minute. This is Al-Jazari, the father of robotics. A Muslim. The elephant clock. That was the first clock.
Well, I don't want to be big-headed, but I made some groundbreaking advances in engineering. I suppose my significant discovery converted rotary motion into linear motion using a crank and connecting rod. It's essential in pumps and engines. In fact, I've no idea how the Industrial Revolution could have happened hundreds of years later without such a device. Not that I have but my crowning glory was my amazing time-telling machine, my legendary elephant clock.
It's a clock.
Yes. Dozens of components collected from different cultures around the world. Indian, Greek, Arabian, Egyptian, Chinese.
It's called the elephant clock.
Wow. A United Nations clock. That is pretty cool.
Oh, I heard that she's...
Wow, yes, of course. If it wasn't for me, thousands of people would be late for everything. Speaking of time, we better get you back. And remember, spread the word. This was a golden age, and I've only shown you a tiny part of this wondrous time. There are countless other scientists and inventions directly connected to your modern world. You're just going to have to find out for yourselves.
No, wait.
And I swear I've seen this before. They throw it right in your face.
No doubt. Let's go put it. I'm gonna show you something else. Here you go. This is the book right here. Oh. 1,001 inventions by Muslims. So everything that you're using is from Islam.
Absolutely. Absolutely. You could tell by the arches.
You could tell by all of it. It's coming from us. They understand it. But we don't want to hear that because it don't make us feel good. But let me show you. Let me show you another one, bro. I got more. Let's go back to Albuquerque. 1 second.
How does it tell the time? How does it work? I will tell you now.
Robotics in
The number of hours since sunrise is shown on the silver and black disc at the top of the clock, and the number of minutes into the hour is shown by the scribe's pen. The movements of the clock are regulated by a most wonderful mechanism that sits in a tank inside the elephant's body, a perforated floating bowl. There is a small hole in the floating bowl that regulates the speed at which it sinks. As it slowly submerges over half an hour, it tugs via a system of pulleys the scribe and his pen. When it is completely submerged, the bowl quickly tilts, sinks, and triggers a more dramatic sequence of events. Inside the cupola at the top of the clock, a channel of balls is tilted so that a stopper is lifted to allow one to fall, hitting a fan that turns the phoenix. The ball then drops out of one of the falcon's beaks into the serpent's mouth. As the serpent falls, rotating around its pivot, the weight of the ball tugs a rope that resets the bowl back to the surface of the water. The ball drops again into a vase that triggers the mahout's mallet and hits a cymbal, which sounds the half hour. As the ball collects in a trough, the float begins to submerge again, and the whole process repeats itself with subtle adjustments for the second half of the hour.
By a Muslim. Ain't that crazy, bro? Like, but we sit up here feeling, oh my God, no, brother.
But you know, I can't, me now personally, I don't feel like it's too crazy no more. Because to tell you the truth, I can't unsee it no more, brother.
Can't. Oh,
I can't.
Hold up. They said that. This is the thing, brother. This is why in the Matrix, what happened? He said, what pill do you want? You want to stay asleep or you want to be woke? So once you see it, right, it's no way that you can go back to that. I can't go back. So now you're arguing with your own people because they can't see what you see. And this is the thing. You've been trained. And this is what I was talking to my brother Teray about. I said, we are trained in this school system. We're not educated, because this is the key about education. The word edu means to draw out. You put in somebody, right? You pull what's already in them out. You give it to them. It's like a lighter. If you light a lighter and one just with the gas and you put the other flame above it, it's going to ignite it. That's it. That's all it's doing. So you're igniting what's already in you. That's not how the school system was set up. The school system was set up to make you a worker.
Yeah.
Point. Watch this. I'm gonna play another video. Watch this. So why do you think? Look at Trump's cabinet. They retarded people over there, bro. Them people is not. Think about it. Think about those people. You think those people know anything about government, bro?
You mean the mind control etymology? Yeah.
No, you know what's the mind control? You know the feds have a thing called profiling. I don't know if you know this or not. Look it up. The FBI has this thing called profiling. So what's profiling? They profiling you. They know you. They know what you're gonna do. Like this weekend, y'all gonna go party tomorrow, go to church on Sunday, get the money to the pastor because he's talking to God all week long. So there's a movie called Mindhunter with LL Cool J. You should peep that movie.
What is it? Mindhunt?
It's called Mindhunter with LL Cool J. In the scene in the movie, they're coming at him, but he said, "You're not telling me nothing about me. You're telling me about yourself." He was a dude that was a police officer from Philadelphia who got dropped off on an island of FBI agents. So they was trying to figure out the killing, but it wasn't him that was killing. It was one of their own. So the people, Christian Slater wanted to be the first dude. So he was the first one that got killed. Then one person like guns, the guns backfire. So what they do, they throw things out to you and they test you. So the FBI has a thing called profiling. So they profile you. That's why none of this stuff, nothing's changing, brother, because they know your weakness. They know it. If it's a cigarette, the girl died from a cigarette. They put arsenic in a cigarette. Think about it. So they just sit back right now watching you.
Cognitively planning.
While we sit up here partying. These cats over here plotting. And they said, do you know what we can do? We could put Tariq Nasheed in front of everybody so everybody can follow Tariq Nasheed. That nigga crazy. Like, it's nothing educational about what Tariq Nasheed is teaching, but they're pushing him in front of everybody. You follow me? They're not going to stop him. They're going to put him in front. Because I'm still trying to figure out what the hell is Tariq teaching? Right? Shit. But bear with me. Let's go to the school. Now I'm taking a chance on this video, bro. I just want to let y'all know that. So I'm gonna take a chance on this video. So don't worry about it. I do have StreamYard. So
yeah.
Listen, I'm gonna tell you this. I do have StreamYard, but this is on YouTube. But my boy Hanif said to me, he said, "You played The Crowd." It's a book called The Crowd. And he said, "You played The Crowd on live?" I said, "Yeah." So that was one of the reasons why my channel was terminated. I'm gonna pull a book out while you're listening to this. But this is a movie. This is a documentary on schools. Pay attention. Watch this. I'm gonna start it from the beginning.
In 1852, Massachusetts became the first state to pass a compulsory education law. Within 66 years, every single state in America had followed. By 1918, attending school wasn't just encouraged, it was mandatory. Miss too many days and your parents could be fined or even jailed. The official story: America needed educated citizens for democracy to work. We needed to teach children reading, writing, and arithmetic so they could participate in civic life and build a better future. Here's what they don't teach you in those same schools. The people who designed the American public school system weren't educators. They were industrialists, factory owners, men who had a very specific problem to solve, and that problem had nothing to do with creating independent thinkers. The real reason America created public schools was to manufacture obedient workers, and once you see the evidence, you can't unsee it. America in the 1840s looked nothing like the country we know today. 80% of Americans lived on farms or in small towns. Most children learned by apprenticeship, working alongside their parents or local craftsmen. A boy might spend his teenage years learning blacksmithing, coopering, or surveying. Girls learned domestic management, food preservation, and often medical skills from their mothers. Formal schooling was rare and usually reserved for the wealthy, but literacy rates were remarkably high. Between 70 and 80% of white American men could read by 1800, higher than most European countries. They learned from family, church, apprenticeship masters, and community lending libraries. Education happened, but it was decentralized, voluntary, and adapted to local needs. Then the Industrial Revolution arrived with brutal force. Massive textile mills in Lowell, Massachusetts, employing thousands in coordinated shifts, steel plants in Pittsburgh with blast furnaces running 24 hours a day, meatpacking facilities in Chicago processing entire carcasses on assembly lines. These weren't cottage industries. These were operations needing hundreds of workers showing up at exactly the same time, doing repetitive tasks, following strict rules for 10 or 12 hours straight, 6 days a week. American workers were absolutely terrible at this. Farmers were used to working with the seasons, setting their own pace. When soil was too wet to plow, you did something else. When harvest was ready, you worked dawn to dusk, but you controlled the rhythm. The idea of a factory bell controlling when you started, when you ate, when you used the bathroom, this was completely foreign. Early factory owners faced catastrophic turnover. Workers would show up for a few weeks, get their pay, and disappear back to the countryside. They'd work until they had enough to buy land or tools, then quit. Some saved specifically to start their own businesses and never work for someone else again. The system was inefficient and unpredictable. Even worse, American workers organized. They talked about wages and conditions. They coordinated work stoppages. They demanded changes. Labor organizing was growing rapidly in the 1830s and 1840s. The idea that workers could collectively negotiate terrified the industrialist class. That's when a Prussian model caught their attention. Prussia had created something unprecedented in the 1760s under King Frederick the Great, a state-controlled education system that took children as young as 6 and put them in classrooms organized by age, not ability or interest. These children sat in rows, followed strict schedules, memorized what they were told, and learned to obey authority without question. The Prussian system wasn't designed to create scholars. It was designed to create soldiers and obedient citizens for an authoritarian state.
Yep.
Frederick wanted men who would march when ordered and die without hesitation. The classroom became a training ground. Sit when told, stand when told, speak when given permission, accept that your role is to obey. Prussian schools used corporal punishment liberally. They emphasized repetition.
Let me pause this for 1 second, brother. I'm going to show you who they talking about, Frederick, right? Let me show you who he is. I'm going to come right back to this, and I'm going to show you who he is. This is him. So if you go look this guy up, which I do, I research everybody. I said, okay, this is the dude right here. Bam. That's Frederick. 1853 to 1929. Here it is. That's him. Investment in education, in medicine, and public health. As a John D. Rockefeller chief advisor, nigga. Who started the school system?
I told one of my tattoo clients yesterday and the other day. I told him, and he looked at me like I was goofy.
No, of course they're gonna look at you, because when you control a person's thinking, brother, you don't have to worry about their actions. That's all you got. I'm giving y'all the evidence right here. So this is the dude. Now pay attention to what he was talking about. Dude, this thing is vicious, family. Oh, it's so vicious. Let's go back.
Over understanding. They taught there was always one correct answer from the authority at the front of the room. Students learned history that glorified the state. They learned individual desires mattered less than collective obedience. American industrialists saw something different. They saw the perfect training program for factory workers. Horace Mann, often called the father of American public education, traveled to Prussia in 1843 to study the...
Stop. Now, remember I told you what Howard University was called? Howard University was called the Institute to Train Free Blacks to be Preachers and Teachers. That's what Howard was called, to train free blacks to be preachers and teachers. They had to train you.
Their schools. He spent weeks visiting classrooms, observing methods, taking detailed notes. When he returned, he spent the next decade evangelizing the Prussian model.
You get it?
Mann sold it publicly as a great equalizer, a way to give every child access to education. But read his actual reports carefully.
Listen.
Mann wasn't talking about critical thinking or creativity or helping children discover their talents. He was obsessed with order, punctuality, uniformity, and respect for authority. In his annual reports as secretary of the Massachusetts...
Remember he said he wasn't concerned about what, brother? Critical thinking. A Muslim. Logic, critical thinking, bro. They don't want you to think critically, bro. They want you to follow. They want you to do this, brother. I'm being a buck with you. This is what they want. This is the book I was saying about the crowd. Read the. This is the video that they took down. That why they got rid of my video. But you can go to YouTube and watch it on YouTube. It's called The Crowd. And when you study the crowd, the popular mind, oh, brother. Well, read the book. Read the book.
Oh, I'm gonna dive into them.
It's on YouTube though. Go watch it on YouTube. Straight up, watch it on YouTube. But let's go forward.
Board of Education. Mann praised how Prussian teachers maintained absolute control. He admired how students sat in perfect silence. He praised the efficiency of all students learning the same material at the same pace. Mann was funded by wealthy industrialists who needed workers that would show up on time, stand in one place for hours, perform tasks without complaint, and accept wages without organizing. The curriculum reveals everything. Early public schools focused heavily on rote memorization, recitation, and obedience drills. Children learned to sit still for long periods, fighting their natural urge to move. They learned to raise their hands and wait, sometimes for minutes, for permission to speak. They learned to move from room to room only when a bell rang. They learned there was one right answer, and it came from the authority at the front of the room. Students memorized state capitals, but rarely learned why capitals were located there or how geography shaped power. They memorized battle dates, but spent little time understanding economic forces that caused wars. They learned to recite poetry, but weren't encouraged to write their own. They practiced penmanship for hours, ensuring handwriting was uniform because factory work required filling out forms. Mathematics focused on computation and following prescribed methods. A student who arrived at the correct answer through unconventional reasoning was often marked wrong because they hadn't followed the approved method. The message was clear. There is one way to do things, the way you're told. Reading instruction used approved texts emphasizing moral lessons about obedience and accepting one's station. The McGuffey readers contained story after story about children who succeeded by following instructions and failed when they questioned authority. This is the exact training needed for factory work. Stand in one spot without complaining. Do what you're told without asking why. Don't innovate. Follow the method. Move when the bell rings. Understand that questioning authority leads to punishment while obedience leads to reward. John D. Rockefeller understood this perfectly. In 1902, he created the General Education Board with an initial donation of $1 million. Over the next decades, he poured $180 million into it, equivalent to roughly $6 billion today. The board's stated mission was to promote education in the rural South where schools were scarce. But Rockefeller's own words in internal documents tell a different story. The goal was not to raise up philosophers, scientists, or independent thinkers. The goal was to create a permanent underclass of workers satisfied with menial labor who wouldn't question the economic system or demand better conditions. Frederick Gates, Rockefeller's advisor and the board's first chairman, was even more explicit. In a 1913 policy document, Gates wrote that they didn't want to make philosophers, poets, doctors, lawyers, or statesmen. What industry needed was workers. People who could follow directions, operate machinery, perform repetitive tasks reliably, and do so without developing ambitions above their station. Gates wrote, they wanted to teach people to do in a perfect way the things their fathers and mothers were doing in an imperfect way. A farmer's son should be a better farmer, not an engineer. A factory worker's daughter should be a better domestic servant, not a teacher. The goal was to improve efficiency within existing social classes, not enable mobility between them. The General Education Board didn't just write papers. They implemented these ideas on massive scale. They funded teacher training programs that taught the Prussian model. They funded standardized curricular development. They funded school buildings designed with rows of desks and central administrative control. They funded research into industrial education and vocational training. In the South, the board worked with state governments to build a two-tiered system. White children attended schools that, while still following the factory model, offered broader curriculum and possibility of advancement to supervisory roles. Black children attended industrial schools focusing almost exclusively on manual labor training. The board funded hundreds of these industrial schools. Students spent most of the day doing agricultural work on the school farm or learning trades like blacksmithing, carpentry, domestic service. Academic subjects were limited to basic literacy and arithmetic needed to follow written instructions. Any education that might lead to questioning the racial and economic hierarchy was deliberately excluded. This wasn't conspiracy. It was documented public policy created by the wealthiest men in America. They wrote about it. They funded it. They measured success based on whether it produced the workers industry needed. The school day itself was designed to mirror the factory shift down to the smallest detail. Children arrived at a set time, often 8 a.m., just as factory shifts began. They worked through standardized curriculum at a pace determined by administrators and bell schedules, not by their understanding or interest. They took breaks only when allowed, usually a short recess and timed lunch. They asked permission to use the bathroom, teaching them even basic bodily functions were subject to authority approval. They left when the final bell rang, having put in a 7-hour day matching an 8-hour factory shift.
Crazy, ain't it?
Even the physical layout mimicked factory floors. Rows of desks, all facing forward, all the same size regardless of the children in them. Everyone facing the teacher who stood at the front like a floor supervisor. The teacher monitored behavior, kept production on schedule, and reported problems to administrators who could discipline or remove students who didn't conform. Desks were often bolted to the floor in perfect rows, preventing students from rearranging space or working collaboratively unless explicitly permitted. Students had assigned seats, removing any choice over their environment. The bell system deserves particular attention. Factory bells had signaled shift changes since the early Industrial Revolution, conditioning workers to stop immediately and transition to the next task. Schools adopted this same system. A bell rang to start class, another ended it and started the next period. Students learned to interrupt their work midstream and shift to something completely different because the bell said so. This training persists into adulthood. Millions structure their entire lives around bells and timers set by others. Alarm clocks, work schedules, meeting times, lunch breaks. The idea of working until something's finished, of following natural energy rhythms, feels foreign to people trained from age 5 to obey the bell. Grades became factory output metrics. Students were measured on their ability to memorize and reproduce information on demand. Those who excelled at obedience, who could sit still, follow instructions, and regurgitate approved answers, received high marks. Those who questioned or thought differently were labeled problems. The grading system created artificial scarcity and competition. In a classroom of 30, perhaps only a few could receive top grades, regardless of how much every student learned. This mirrored the factory hierarchy, where only a few supervisory positions existed. Students learned their success depended on others' failure, that cooperation could be punished as cheating. Standardized testing reinforced this further. Tests weren't designed to measure intelligence, creativity, or problem solving. They were designed to sort children quickly. College track or vocational track, manager or worker. The tests created the illusion of meritocracy while actually reinforcing existing class structures.
Here, come watch.
The tests were often culturally biased, favoring children from wealthy families. Questions assumed knowledge of classical literature, formal dining customs, European geography, content that middle and upper class children learned at home but working class children had no exposure to. Lewis Terman, one of the pioneers of standardized testing, explicitly believed intelligence was largely hereditary, and different races and classes had different innate abilities.
No, stop. Now I'm walking you through this, brothers, because I want you to see who these people are. So y'all think I be making this stuff up. I'm gonna show you who Lewis is. Now you heard what he said, right? He created the standardized testing, right?
Yeah.
Let's pull up Lewis. Here's Lewis right here. Standardized testing. That's him right there. This is him. 1877 to 1956. None of this stuff. It's all Europeans, brother. It's to train you. There they go. Do your research. There they go. Key contribution, standardized testing. There you go.
The first mini jail for America.
Dude, you have to understand, you're not going to, these schools are daycares for your kids, brother. It's not even schools, brother. Let me tell you something about our ancestors, right? Our ancestors taught in a circle like a cipher in hip hop. I don't know if you know that. We taught in a circle. When I was in Granada, right? You can look up Granada. It's called Mazarat something, but look up the University of Granada. University of Granada. The hall is crazy. So we would teach in a circle, like a cipher in hip hop, right? So when I used to go speak for the Ethiopians, I used to be on Boston, right? So I used to go talk to the Ethiopians. I would put them in a circle, which is a cipher. That's what hip hop is. It's a cipher, right? The MC is in the middle, the master of ceremony. So what it was, we would be in a circle and we would look at each other, not looking in the back of the heads of people. You follow me? That's the difference. Even the older people would sit with the younger people in our culture. That's how we would teach. In Islam, right? Even in Islam, right? The chairman, which is Arabic word, the word chairman is Arabic. he would sit. You had the scientists, you had the writers, you had the poets. Everybody would sit around the pyramid, right? And when I learned this when I was in Morocco, I went to Hassan's mosque. I think Hassan the sixth mosque in what was that in Casablanca?
Okay.
Crazy, dope as hell. And they will give you the history of how we would sit, right, and learn. So these Europeans studied all this. That's why you heard them say they want where Persia. Where they go to learn? Europeans go travel to learn the history. Then they come back. Just like I said, the black you allowing your enemy to teach your child. What can we do, Sabir? That's not my job. Get some teachers that want to teach the truth. Get some teachers that want to teach the truth. I'm open for
better. They better get some teachers that teach us truth. Because
spoke about that too. But go ahead.
The programming, you know, it is not only. I just feel as though it's not only on thy individual wants you know to try to learn. For us who knows of these not rites of passage, what I'm trying to say, how to teach and wake brothers up, but you can't wake nobody up, right? They gotta wanna be woke.
But you got to be that person. Like this is why that word, am I my brother's keeper? You gotta do it. You gotta bring them. You follow me? Like, do you know how many times I wanted to turn my back on y'all for real? I'll be like, I'm cool, dude. I don't want to deal with y'all no more. But something keep hitting me like, no, brother, you got to do it. You know it. You got to tell it. And I'm like, I don't want to, because you can't teach it being a broke person, a poor righteous teacher. You can't. But this is it right here. This is Carter G. Woodson's work. Look what he said. This is Carter G. Woodson. The Negro themselves, in certain parts of join the whites, right? Then in keeping out school teachers who may be bold enough to teach the truth. That's in the Miseducation of the Negro by Carter G. Woodson. He told you that. We don't have no teachers that's ready to tell the truth, and we don't have our people that's ready to sacrifice for this, bro. We're not sacrificing. You get on his feet every day and suck up all this information, suck it up, and don't do nothing with it. And I told you that's all you gotta do is set it up. I'm game, brother.
I think it's a lot of people out here that's teaching them. We might not be connecting a lot of circles of those said teachers that teach them, because like I get a lot of my good information that I can cross-reference in my own journeys, like through you, like through my Sheikh Sufi Bar that be out Touba in Senegal, Morocco, Abdi Noor, who just called me from Morocco the other day. And as he teaches me from there, and I can take that info to say, hey, brother, let me show you what I learned. And this ain't no BS, because my Moor is in Morocco right now. I'm on FaceTime, WhatsApp. Look, you know, like it's
like when you over there, it's something totally different. When you over there, bro, I stayed in Morocco up and down. Most people who go to Morocco, I could tell you the two spots they go to. I'm gonna be a buck with you. I'm gonna be real with you. Most people who go there stays in Marrakesh or Casablanca.
That's absolutely nuts.
I'm not lying. I guarantee you your Sufi brother didn't do this. I guarantee he never went to the oldest university in the world.
I don't know about that, dog.
Ask him. No, I'm gonna show you why. Ask him, because if he did, he would have told you, right? Let me explain to you why. If he did, he would have told you. Here it is right here. I'm going to show you something, brother. This is the University of El Qadawin right there. That is the oldest university in the world, right there.
What's it called again?
El Qadawin. You should know it. That's in Fez. But see, the thing about it though, if you go there, right, you wouldn't find it. Believe me, you really, unless I'm telling you where. I've been there about 3 or 4 times.
You don't have to tell me, because trust me, I'm in his Sheikh Sufi Bar and ask him.
You asked him, just ask him about the oldest university. But the crazy part about this, bro, like, it's not being told to people. Like, I had a video. Remember I told you my video on our channels? You would see me walking through there. It's not up there no more. It took my channel now. But that's it right there. And I'm gonna show you my book I did on it. This is the book that I did on her. It's Fatima Fera. This is her right here. And I'm gonna show you her books when I went to Barcelona. That's my book I did on her. It's 42 pages. That's the book I did on her, the oldest university, right? But then when I was at Barcelona, in Barcelona University, this is her books right here. They asked me, I had to leave my passport at the front desk.
Damn.
Yeah. That's her books right there. This is in Barcelona. I had to leave my passport at the front desk, bro.
It was like, yeah, before you
no, seriously,
before you roll up out of here, let me just see that real here.
No, before I went in that mug, bro. I had to make an appointment the day before to see the books. But if I didn't know what I was looking for, there it is right there. These are the books. This is the Gaelic book. These are the books that I'm sitting with in the Barcelona University.
Now, how many pages is that book under the Galilee book? That just look like it got 1,000+ pages.
It's a dictionary, bro. It's a Persian dictionary. Yes, it's a Persian dictionary. So this is the University of Barcelona right here. This is how big this place is, bro. This is just the door part, the front door. You see the people right there. So it's different rooms. So I was on every floor in here. Every floor.
I would have been too. I got hurry up and get my passport, man.
So let me show you something else. This is Averroes. He's a Moorish philosopher. This guy right here. This is inside Barcelona University also. That's me. I told you I should stay there. That's Averroes. Most people don't even know who Averroes is. That's me at Averroes, right? Now, this is in Barcelona. I'm going to take you to Cordoba. Now, this is one, and this is him in Cordoba, Spain. Averroes, Cordoba. He also was a Moor. All these people were Moors, bro. They teach this in all these European schools, bro. All this is being taught in European schools. So let me show you who he is. This is him. And that wall right there, I can stay inside there. You can walk inside there. That's him right there. Where you saw me standing at. So this guy was here. He said Averroes was a philosopher. Remember they talked about philosopher in the school, right? They can't teach philosophy. They don't want to.
Yeah, right.
So here you go. I was always been a fan of the great Moorish philosopher Averroes.
First sentence, mic drop.
I got so much, brother, I tell people I can talk about, brother. And so he goes on and says at the end, I went away amazed. How could Averroes, the philosopher of Cordoba, still be a threat in modern society after 8 long centuries? So once you go there to these places, like I said, I used to stay there for months. And when I seen these things, it started like, yo, then I would go back and it would get better and better and better. Every time I would go back, I'd be like, oh, snap. Okay.
Like rewatching a movie and seeing a new part that we might have went over.
Dude, like, but I made a lot of cool people when I was there, though. You know, let me give you another one. This is Ibn Khaldun. This is in Tunisia. So somebody asked me a question about Ibn Khaldun. Did I read the book, right? But everybody keeps telling me powernomics, but you don't want to read about Ibn Khaldun. So this is in Tunis. That's in Tunisia. That's him. Ibn Khaldun, he was the father of economics. And Ronald Reagan studied him, and also Mark Zuckerberg. He had his children reading Ibn Khaldun's work, right?
Oh.
Let me show you who Ibn Khaldun is. This is Ibn Khaldun. He wrote the book called the Muqaddimah. The book is in Cal State Long Beach. It's in every year. It's in UCLA.
Yeah, I got something with that over here, right here. Yeah, move with it.
And the Muqaddimah means the introduction, right? So I bought that book when I was over in Tunis.
Signs of Human Culture. Ooh.
Ibn Khaldun. You got to read his stuff, brother. When you get into his work, when you get into the work, bro, you don't argue no black and white stuff with these cats, brother. You ain't got to go back and forth with them.
I'm like digging at all of these. I appreciate all of these.
It's a waste of time. That's Tunis right there. That's me in Tunisia, in North Africa. So they know. They go to all these places and study everything about you, then come back and tell you that you black. You black.
But listen, when I had to do my own due diligence and I had to break Perplexity and AI ChatGPT because they wasn't trying to give me my answer. But when I was able to use my neuroplasticity and word my search correctly, I was able to start finding the before 1621 we blacks here in America were Moors. Then they started that paper genocide and sliced us off. Now we Negroes, African, all this shit, man. And that was like, I don't even know what to say, because as we spoke on earlier, right? I can't unsee it, and I be chilling. I might not be exactly.
You can't unsee it. You can't unsee this, brother. I'm being real. You cannot unsee this. So I'm gonna show you a video. I had to upload this one again. This is in the museum when I was in Portugal. Watch this. This is the museum. Now I want you to see the names on here, right? Hold up.
It's King Ferdinand fault.
Look. This is in the museum. Oops. Mouros. This is in the museum. You know, it's funny. They say Phoenicians, and the Phoenicians are Ascending. Crazy, ain't it?
Ooh, look at that nautical rose compass. The Cruzados, yeah, man. The redcoats are coming. The redcoats are coming. Ever seen Assassin's Creed?
Spoke about Ibn Battuta in there too.
I know. And in Assassin's Creed Origins. Man, that whole story is about the Knights Templar and the Moors, man. Boy, when I say they rocked us to sleep, they rocked us to sleep real hard. Real hard.
So let me show you something. So
1492, King Ferdinand, Queen Isabella, and the Pope set this whole thing off. Rocked everybody to sleep. Not everybody, but damn near.
We kept ourselves, brother.
What's that, Castelos de Moros?
No, this thing in Portugal. Yeah, that's different. That's was when I was in. I can literally show you the museum where I was at.
Oh.
So this is the book that I had with me. This one.
The Portuguese in West Africa. 14, 15, and 16, 7.
So this is the one I had with me when I was there. And this is the place that I went to. Castelos. This is actually called Central Cultural Cabo Verde. And I'm holding the book in my hand. We call it Cape Verde, but it's called Cabo Verde.
Okay. I'm familiar with the term Cape Verde.
It's called Cabo Verde. That's what it's called. Cape Verde is English. That's Portuguese. So if you know the history about that, and if you notice, I'm holding the book in my hand in Portugal. So the book that I'm holding would be this book right here.
You a bad man.
When you go to these places, right? All these places, when you watch Assassin's Creed, go back and watch it. I'm gonna tell you a scene in the movie.
Tell me, because I'm gonna put it on before I go to sleep tonight.
Okay, so remember in the movie, he was talking to the girl was talking, she was sitting in her room.
Okay.
Remember, she was reading the pamphlets, remember?
Yeah, started talking about the keys, right?
It was talking about. Hold on, let me see if I can pull it up. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna show you what I'm talking about. Watch this. I'm gonna show you exactly what it was. If I can find it. So let me see if I can. Oh, hold up. I thought I paid for this. Where's my library at? Hold up.
It's in nah. Y'all
No,
got my chicken.
no, I paid for that, John, bro.
Netflix been trying to get me for this
No, it's called Ninja
$26.
Assassin. It's Ninja Assassin. Not Assassin Creed, Ninja Assassin. I'm gonna show you.
Okay.
Give me 1 second. I'm gonna pull it up. Let me see if I can find it. Okay, here you go. Pay attention to this, bro. This is Ninja Assassin. Watch this. Can't make this up. Watch this.
Battery 50%. iPhone. iPad 107.
I might watch this tonight again.
Okay.
Hold up. I gotta get to that part. So there's a certain part that's in here, right?
It's clean. Does.
Hold up. You're gonna laugh, brother, in 1 second. Give me a minute. Okay. Here's the scene. It's called Ninja Assassin. Hold up.
Saying that one, I might got.
14th century scroll refers to one of the oldest of the 9 clans as the clan of Black Sand. Islamic explorer Ibn Battuta journeyed with a group of orphans that were being taken to a remote as the clan of Black Sand.
A Black Sand.
Yep.
The 14th century scroll refers to one of the oldest of the 9 clans as the clan of Black Sand. The Islamic explorer Ibn Battuta journeyed with a group of orphans that were being taken to a remote hideout hidden among snow-capped mountains.
Snow-capped.
Battuta describes a ceremonial dinner followed by a display of martial skill. The combatants were children, neither beyond the age of 10.
Shashin.
Hosts explain that a man's life must be made meaningless compared to the life of the clan. Own the meaning of a man's life and you own his heart.
Sound like my Shashins, but I heard about Black Sands. Man, this is crazy work.
Who is that?
You nasty.
Ibn Battuta. So what did I do? Ibn Battuta. Snowcap means Nevis, people. Snowcap means Nevis, like the island Nevis. This is Ibn Battuta, right? So what did I do? I go to Ibn Battuta's house. This is his house, right? That's in Morocco, in Tangiers. I went to his house, right? So here's his coffin right there. His body's still in there. Right? So this is the brother. That's my young boy in Morocco. We're not being taught this in school, bro.
No, exactly.
So,
I mean, we the best kept secret that they keep lying to.
Marco Polo. I'll be like Ibn Battuta. You get it? Hold up. Somebody said I'm keep speaking nonsense. You want to come on the feed with me for a minute, brother? Let's see what the nonsense is about, brother. You want to talk to me for a minute? Come on the feed for a minute. Come on the feed, family. Let's go. You found me, huh? That's my stalker. Let's see what nonsense I'm talking about. Let's see if you dare to step in the arena. You said you lost your opportunity. Niggas, anything lost can be found. Let's see. I see you found me.
Bro, I remember once upon a time, even growing up, with all of this mystical that I thought I had, people call me nuts, conspiracy theory, woo, 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 woo. Then I got to break down the word conspiracy, right? To conspire, the plot, plan, and then the theory of it. And then a lot of those conspiracies seem to be true. Then I found about King Ferdinand and Queen Isabella. Now, if we talk about war, and people know war. Before TV and PlayStation and all that shit, you was outside, Slim. What is most of us doing? How do you think people was living?
I can say this person right here is living watching my feed right about now because he ain't got no girlfriend. Cause that nigga he sit on my feet. I invited him to the show. He found me. I can tell you that much. He found me. That nigga found me. He said, Queen Isabella.
That part. Hold on. What? Hold. Yeah, straight. Because if anybody,
this one,
if anybody really wanted to get an idea of where the bullshit started, you might want to listen to Brother Sabir Bey and tap in and read up about these two. And then follow up on the Pope.
Nigga, let me tell you something. They don't want to touch this conversation. That's why he found me and talk about his nonsense. If it's nonsense, then I'll give you the floor for 5 minutes. Allahi. I'll let my man deal with you for 5 minutes. 5 minutes.
Because I drill
5
it.
minutes we'll give him. Okay.
I drill it. Listen, let me tell you something.
Come on.
Man.
Okay, he said he's gonna join you. So this is going to be you and him. Okay, brother, hit that link if you dare.
Yeah, you can hit that link if they want to. Listen here. I'm gonna let Brother Sabir get you with that one right there. But that Queen and King, it didn't matter fact. As a matter of fact, each one teach one, right? But I ain't gonna give you all of that. You gotta expand your own mind. But go into 1492, the fall of the Moors. In the same year, I need you to start getting into Christopher Columbus. Now, when you start getting into Christopher Columbus, well, who were the Hebrew Islam speaking people with him on his boat coming from Spain and Africa after the fall of the Moors of the war? We ain't going to keep playing stupid. And then
listen, brother, I'm not going to block you. I'm not going to charge you. Come on the feed if you have something to say. We just told you I'm going to block you for eternity. We're giving you the floor right now. You're doing a lot of typing. I see you found me. We're not going to do that on this channel. There you go right there, 1492, brother. So hit the link. That's all you got to do is hit the link, family.
Strong.
Hit the link. If you want to debunk it, set it up. Hit the link.
He gonna listen. Listen.
He must have seen my show early when the brother came on the feed. He asked that question, how I'm automatically, as you talking, have you noticed that I'm pulling directly stuff out for you?
Look, I set it up, you knock them down. You set it up, I knock them down. However, because once you see it, you can't unsee it, beloved. And our programming is so embedded. If you don't know how to read and open up your subconscious to channel through the stations of the soul so you can act better and learn better and rewire, you ain't never gonna get nowhere. And it can happen. We don't have to be ignorant. We can put ego to the side. Maybe you should read a little bit more, beloved Ray Reed.
Ray, let me tell you something. If you clown me on my show, please come to my feed. I know your wife don't want you to come on the feed. I know your wife don't want you to come on the feed, Ray. Just come on the feed. I've been everywhere in LA, brother. Come on, brother. I know your wife. If you're still married to your wife, I know she probably don't want you to come on the feed, brother. But that's okay, Ray. I will block you too, brother. But that's okay. You know I'm everywhere in LA, right? Okay, so let's make sure. Let's go. Let's go, Ray. Just hit the link. That's all you gotta do. If you want to clown me now, bro. Come on, Ray. Man up. Let's see where your balls at. But come on, some facts.
You came up on these shores, 700 years, educated by the Moors. 17th century, genocide in the gun.
I take niggas nuts from them.
Your passage blessed to market the African.
All you gotta do is click the link, homie. All right, I'm going to get rid of him, brother. I'm going to get rid of him. Give me 1 second. I'm going to get rid of this kid. He's a jokester.
1492, you came upon the shore. 700 years, educated by the war. 17th century, genocide and the gun. Their passage blessed to market the African.
Let me help you out, bro. Oh no, I like that, Fez. Let me show you what he said. Did you hear me say anything about booking me just now? Did I say book me, bro? You see how these miserable dudes and these miserable marriages, like I mean, I'm a real dude. I can talk with him. Just seriously, real rap, bro. I don't really have a problem. I can talk with him, but he don't want to come on the feed. But I'm going to block him in a minute. Don't worry about it. But he never know where that I'll be at. He said, all these bootlickers. Who's the bootlicker? He must think we want to hold up. You don't understand. He said the bootlickers. Who's the bootlicker? I'm great. Don't worry about it, brother. I see you found your way over here, though, didn't you, Ray? I'm just going to entertain you for. I see you found your way. But guess what I'm going to do? Ray, this is what I'm going to do for you, brother. I'm going to block you for eternity, and hopefully you catch me in the whirlwind. And let me introduce yourself to me and say, yo, Sabir, I'm Ray.
He already started a new Gmail to follow the next one.
Really? That's okay. Because you know what the crazy part about me? I can keep blocking him. And the crazy part is, it's like, you know what the type of person it's mental illness month, right? May, right?
Yeah.
Mental illness to him. If a girl, he probably one of the guys, if a girl left him, this nigga will be stalking her outside her house. That's the type of person he is. He was probably that type of person. If a girl rejected him, he literally stalked her. So why would you say, I'm gonna make another page? Instead of he can come on the feed and just say what he need to say.
And we can just converse.
Yeah, man, that's okay. I mean, he can come on the feed.
But astaghfirullah, you know, we ain't gonna do that to you, brother Ray. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, he's out here in California, brother. It's okay. He can come
on. That's crazy work.
He can save all the keep making the pages up and just come to the feed right there and just say it with your chest.
Brother Sabir, are you familiar with hypnotherapy?
Yeah, man. He don't even realize he's doing. Listen, let him come on. Oh, damn. Okay, let him come on the feed, brother. That's okay. He ain't got to make no other pages up because now he wants me to take y'all away from the conversation, but he could just come on the feed and I can go, what is 153? And we can just lay it out less than 10 minutes. 10 minutes. Come on, brother. Link this up. You can save from blocking you, brother. 10 minutes.
Come on, bro. Come online, man. And shout out my more Crip Jesus out Cali too.
No doubt. I'm everywhere. It ain't a place anybody tell you they see Sabir everywhere. And I don't run from nobody. But anyway, so this is what I want you to understand, brother. He's not coming. So I'm gonna block him. We'll give him time, but I'm gonna block him. Okay. He must not know I'm a real Philadelphia dude. I don't know if he know about the East Coast, brother, because I'm a real Philadelphia dude. I don't think he know about that shit. He the type of nigga that if I do something to, he run and go tell the police.
Oh shit.
That nigga threatened me on live.
Oh shit.
Sabir threatened me on live.
Yeah, my Philly boys don't play, man.
Listen, let me explain something to you, brother, about Karen. You have no freaking idea, brother. Why? So please don't do that to yourself, brother. Trust me. Believe, pray. You have no, so don't assume anything, brother. You have no idea. So please stop that, brother. I know you tied down in your wife's house. Okay, so peace, brother. I'm going to get rid of you. Okay? Peace, brother.
No more spotlight.
Nah, no more spotlight, brother. Peace. I'm banning you. So let's make another page. I'm going to do the same thing and just invite you to the feed. Peace. So obviously you know nothing about me. You must know something that I don't know. So let's move forward. He's gone. These niggas be testing me. They be trying to, you know, it's funny how niggas be trying to knock you off your square. Like, don't do that, brother. I'm a funny dude.
It's because you're, what is it? Flashy and drinking, maybe. so they'll follow you. Or maybe it's because you're not flashy and not drinking.
Nah.
So they got an issue.
Brother, listen, family. I know brothers that is miserable in marriages, brother. Some people are not happy in their marriage. Straight up. Because they marry these females for a reason. So what I'm going to do, brother, I'm glad you stayed with me, brother. And so people do some research, challenge me. I'm fine with that. I'm good. Challenge me, open up. If I invite you to a cipher and you don't come to the cipher and just act like a little girl and complain, kick rocks, bro. I ain't got time. Okay, so please don't assume anything about me. Just ask me and then I'll tell you. Don't assume. Ask. Rather it's good or rather it's bad. So the school system is not there to educate you, big. It is truly not there to educate you. It's to make you a worker. Okay, so I'm gonna show you this paper right here, brother. That was my newspaper I did in 2003.
That is fire.
So the funny part about people, boy, you better do some research on me. So I am getting ready to get off the feed. You also subscribe to this channel. Give me 1 second. I'm going to get off the feed, so please share the videos out. And if you want to reach out to me, you can at sabirbayradio@gmail.com or set up a debate with anybody that y'all think. And please don't ever try to assume anything about me. What you can do is ask me, and I will openly, rather it's good or rather it's bad. And the one thing my brother Teray and I was saying is we was having a discussion about people, right? Open up. Open up. See, most of these cats don't want to open up. Open up and ask me the question, and I'll open up for you. How about that part? I'll tell you whatever you want to hear. It's just the reality, bro. You ever beat up a girl? No. You ever smack a girl? No. You ever sleep with a nigga? No. Which one? You ever take money from APAC? No. I should have.
Oh, shit.
No, man, but you gotta have fun doing this, brother, because you're gonna have your own people, brother. And the thing about it, I want you to understand, because this is Mental Illness Month. There's brothers that is mentally ill, and that's all you got to do is talk to them long enough. That's why he didn't want to come on the feed. If you talk to them, you can tell that they're mentally ill, straight up. So people, don't ever fall for it, bro. Don't. So keep rising to the top, my brother. God willing, we're going to make something happen out there. And again, I can't stop doing what I'm doing, brother. I got to teach. I got to keep going. No matter which come out, whatever come your way. Be that laser beam, brother. You're going to always have negativity all around you. Always.
Absolutely.
So tell the people to deal with some facts. Okay? Deal with some facts. And get out your feelings. 50%. If you're not in a happy marriage, please leave that marriage, people.
107.
Okay. So, my brother, I want to thank you. Share these videos out. Share these videos out. Share these videos out. And and if a person have an issue with me, I will always invite the person on the feed. I'm not going to block you, but we're not going to have 2 hours discussion. You got less than 5 minutes or 10 minutes to actually state what you need to state and keep it pushing. You know, the most honorable Elijah Muhammad said this, brother. Right? You don't condemn a dirty glass of water. You just sit the clean one up against the dirty glass and let the people choose. And that's hip hop. That's hip hop. Peace. Keep rising to the top, baby.
You too, G.
How you doing tonight, all you fly guys and fly girls? Welcome once again to the world famous Mr. Magic and Rapper Jack. And of course, I am the
Way back before the hots and the powers, we used to listen to live mixing for hours. Roxanne, Shantae, UTFO, Mr. Magic Rap Attack. Some of y'all know, but I was in the shelter in weakness, homeless, turntableless and microphoneless, fresh gearless, but still I was fearless and focused on being the dopest MC alive. It's 85, live. LL's on Def Jam with the best jam, and Houdini's on Jive. Man, you know I had to survive. New York City was crazy in the 80s, but damn, it was live. So here comes the Juice Crew with MC Shan. Shantae's already the queen, Marley's already the man. Y'all don't really understand. When you throw on Shantae or Shan, they got live in the jam. So we went to Mr. Magic. If anybody had the power to put you on, he had it. We gave up the demo tape, no love lost. But it seems Mr. Magic just brushed us off. Somehow we heard we were whack every track, and that we shouldn't even call back. Right there, my jaw dropped, no doubt, but it made me see what I was all about. And I'll keep rising to the top while my mind goes. Give me all you got, give me all you got. I'll keep rising to the top while my mind goes. Give me all you got, give me all you got. We'll keep rising to the top while my mind goes. Give me all you got, give me all you got. We'll keep rising to the top while my mind goes. Give me all you got, give me all you got, give me all you got. In the spot, new hip hop, and Latin quarters in the Union Square and the rooftop. We used to hear them tools pop in the parking lot where it got dark a lot. Me and Scott the Rock, but it was all for the hip hoppers. Salt and Pepper answered Dougie Fresh with the showstopper. MC Shan was gonna challenge LL. Shantae was battling 3 or 4 groups at the same time. What the hell? Answer records were big then. After Shantae did it, everybody was trying to spit them. So we spit on. To tell you the truth, it was the only way an MC could get on. We answered MC Shan's Queensbridge, a dope jam about where he was from and where he lived. But in the Bronx, there was these kids, KRS, Scott the Rock, trying to live. And I'll keep rising to the top while my mind goes. Give me all you got, give me all you got. I'll keep rising to the top while my mind goes. Give me all you got, give me all you got. We'll keep rising to the top while my mind goes. Give me all you got, give me all you got. We'll keep rising to the top while my mind goes. This is what an MC was. We had a strong street buzz. Marley and Shan showed us some love, and love never hurt. Cause while Shan was with Marley, we was with DJ Red Alert. Every Friday night, every Saturday night on the airwaves, the battle was right. Under New York nights, smog and lights, jogging at night. The Roxy used to get so hype. You could put on your headset and get what heads ain't get yet. Live MCs going check, check, spitting rhymes over the radio set. These are the days and the ways I can never forget. So I don't forget it. To Marley and Shan, I am indebted. For the start of my career, these guys could take credit for my rapping. The whole battle, they let it happen. Marley and Shan and Shantae could have been gun strapping, cousin, but they wasn't.
You know why? Because we was on some real hip-hop.
Let's keep it buzzing.
So remember this. You're going to always have traitors amongst your own people. So just deal with them wisely, brother. This is fine. Just smile. That's it. And push them to the side and give them a voice, bro. Don't feed into none of this stuff, bro. Okay? So if you're a man, next time I'm on the live, just all y'all got to do is come to the cipher, baby, and debunk what I'm saying step by step. Because you know nothing about Sabir Bey personally. Peace. Peace, my brother. Holler at me. Let's get up.